Influencer's new threat to uncontacted tribes warns group after U.S. tourist arrest. And I said to you, well, it looks like Forrest and the Nelks started a new trend.
Oh, okay. Well, that was the same setup I was going to use. Okay. So we're in good shape here. No, so we've all heard of North Sentinel Island, right? We've talked about it many times. It's that
Person
island
was killed there, right?
Yeah, basically everybody that's ever been there has been killed in the modern time by the local uncontacted tribe,
right.
the Sentinelese.
Literally, like shot them with an arrow or like threw a spear, and they
like
were
a lot
killed.
of arrows. Yeah. So for context, if anybody doesn't know this, North Sentinel Island is a sentinel owned by India, way off the coast of India, that has one of the truly uncontacted tribes in it. It's really cool because the Indian government has said, like, don't go over there. They don't want this.
It's
like,
illegal.
Stay
Highly
away.
illegal.
Highly illegal to step foot on the island. And what's crazy is the Andaman Islands, which are right next to it, right there. There's cities and towns.
They have like a casino on the beach.
Oh, yeah. It's like a beautiful place.
Right.
And North Sentinel's right off of there, but there's this tribe, the Sentinelese, I believe, that live on North Sentinel Island that do not want Western intervention. They don't want it.
Someone went in there trying to preach,
convert them,
convert them to Christianity, and they killed him.
Yeah, and they killed him. A missionary went there, I'd say like 4 years ago, something like that. And I heard a really interesting story. Shit, I don't remember it, but basically it was that the reason the Sentinelese, I forget. Have I told this before? This story?
I don't know.
I don't know
why the Sentinelese are so hostile? Have I told that story?
No.
I forget where I heard this, and maybe Kyle can find it as we talk about it, but somebody recently told me that it's sort of been like hushed, but the reason that the Sentinelese are so hostile is because they're not completely uncontacted. Some missionaries went there 70 years ago, 60 years ago, and the preacher or whatever that went there was a pedophile.
Oh, my goodness.
And he started raping the children, basically.
Unbelievable.
And, these parents of this tribe found this out and killed him and the other 2 or 3 Westerners that were with him.
Good.
Yeah, and they're like, fuck you.
Yeah.
And since then, they've been like, these people are evil. Like, if they come onto the island, they're just going to rape us, basically.
Well, I mean, that is what you would believe. There would be no reason. You have no other experience with these people. This happened. You'd be like, these people are evil motherfuckers.
Yeah, exactly. And that is, I forget who told me this or where the foundation of this information came from, but that's why, allegedly, they're so hostile. And because of that, and because they're so hostile, the Indian government has said, nobody go there. It's highly illegal. Leave them alone. They want to be uncontacted. Leave them uncontacted.
Yeah.
Maybe 2-3 years ago, I'm sure we talked about it on the pod, another missionary kid tried to go there, rented a boat, got shot down with arrows and died, right? Isn't that what happened?
I believe so.
Something like that.
Maybe he got
Another
arrested.
missionary.
No, I think he died.
Yeah, he died.
I'm pretty sure he died.
Okay. Now, April 4th, a few days ago, a 24-year-old U.S. tourist with a crazy name. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't look U.S., but yeah.
Mihailo Viktorovich.
Polyavakov. I don't know.
I didn't even see
Whatever.
that. He's got 3 names.
He goes just by Mahalo.
Yeah, but he had been there. He had been to Nicobar and the Andamans 3 times prepping for this. He went and rented a boat, and he boated over to North Sentinel, but he didn't stay there because he knew he'd be killed like everybody else. And so he dropped off a Diet Coke as an offering to show them, which is fucked, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucked. The whole thing's fucked. Giving them that kind of sugar, like, the whole thing is just fucked.
Not even sugar, just garbage, like fake
Aspartame.
sugar. Yeah.
So this is interesting. I don't know how to say this kid's. Milo? Is that what we're calling him? Mahalo brought a coconut, I'm sure they never had that before, and a Diet Coke as offerings, and used a whistle to attract the tribe before going ashore for about 5 minutes, where he filmed himself and took samples. Not sure what that means.
Sand samples.
Oh, sand samples. Thank you.
Man.
And then I know that he left. Obviously, he wasn't killed. They're probably stoked on the Coke. And then he was immediately arrested by the Indian government. And I think he posted this. Is there a video of this floating around, Kyle?
Oh, he must have. That's got to be how he got. I think he got caught, right?
No, he got caught leaving the island.
Leaving the island.
He was reported.
Idiot.
So interestingly enough, because when I read this story, I was curious. I was like, how do people know this? So you can go to North Sentinel Island in a private boat, and you have to stay. It's like 2 miles offshore or something like that.
Yep.
3 miles. Okay, so there's like a barrier, and apparently it's somewhat created a tourist attraction because people will go to that 3 mile boundary and sit there with high-powered binoculars and be like, holy shit, look, there are the Sentinelese.
Yeah.
Which I understand. I find that really fascinating. Like, I'd kind of love to see a completely uncontacted tribe.
Sure.
And so, yeah, I think this guy sort of putzed in on his dinghy And in the meantime, there was several boats, out at the 3 mile line being like, what is this fucking guy doing?
Yeah. I mean, dude, it's absolutely insane. Do you feel somewhat responsible for this, Forrest?
Of course. Yeah. No, I
You and the
completely.
Nelks?
I talked to Kylo or whatever the hell we're saying his name is. And I was like, you should do this.
I feel like.
No, I don't feel responsible.
So-
This is just stupid.
Is he what kind of trouble is this guy in?
I think he's going to jail, like serious jail.
Uh,
To be clear, where we went, I just want to clear something up here.
Yeah.
Like, that is a very, very remote tribe. They have T-shirts. They have cell phones. Like, they're
Right.
very remote, but they're fully like, they'll take trade from Western as much as they can. We brought them candy and stuff, and they were stoked. Like,
right.
yeah.
So you're saying that the title that the Nelks posted was just clickbait when it said it was an uncontacted
well, it's
tribe.
YouTube, but I don't even remember what the title
I'm,
was.
I'm
but
just effing with you.
yeah. No, my point is like, an uncontacted tribe that is illegal to visit, that does not want to be contacted, should
Yeah.
be left the fuck alone.
Well, dude, so do we know his motivation behind this? Because the last 2 people that did it, including the one, I think it said it was 7 years ago, that guy, they're trying to convert these people to some religion. What the fuck, dude? Like, why is that the motivation to get them, to try and save them from what? Hell? I just
So,
don't get it.
I have an interesting take on that. Can I give you my
Yeah, I was
take?
posing the question.
So step back from this specific story for a second. Throughout human history, the majority of powerful people, cultures, and societies has been to colonize the planet, right? Whether it's the Roman Empire taking it by force, the British Empire colonizing through settlement, in today, the religious empires colonizing through religion, like Christianity and missionaries and things like that. And in today's world, something that I think we never really talk about is economic colonization, which is absolutely happening when, like the Chinese government goes to a place like Mozambique and is like, hey, we'll take all your resources in exchange for some bridges,
Right.
And throughout human history, it's kind of weird to me, and I'm sure this has been summed up better than I'm doing it, but why do we pretend that colonization isn't taking place or isn't attempted to being taking place 100% of the time when it is? It's either by warring, by religion, by resources or economy, or there's always some group of people trying to take over and colonize the entire planet with their tool, whatever that tool happens to be.
And spread their kind of like cultural and belief system, to try and
whatever it is, just take over. And that to
it's
me,
really weird, dude.
and I think that's what, don't get me wrong, like missionaries did that, right? They went around the planet. I mean, you can go to the tribe,
Crusades. I mean,
the Crusades, everything. But that tribe that I went and sat with, I don't know if you guys ever saw this, but I did a show called Island of the Walking Shark. And we went and sat with a tribe in Papua New Guinea that was pretty much uncontacted. Like they knew, same as the Vanuatu tribe. Like they knew Western people, blah, blah. Their names were like Jonathan and Samantha. And I'm talking about people who live in mud huts and fish every day and wear grass skirts.
Yeah.
And it's because missionaries had been through there, and from then on, they were Christians and they had Christian names. And it was a combination of Christianity and their traditional beliefs. But it was like this. It's so weird to go through the jungle and see a guy with a shark jaw mask holding a spear, and his name is Jonathan, and he speaks English. You know what I mean? And it's like that's what it is.
It's weird that humans have that that drive to want to do that, to like expand their culture, their system of belief and everything. And there's no end to it, Like everybody has their passion and wants to do these things for some reason, like. Like your passion is not
Conservation.
Conservatism.
That's it.
But you would love to spread that because your goal is that you want to make the planet a better place. So I guess kind of like the missionaries see it in a different way, and that's why they're doing it.
But it's not. It's not in a different way. They see it exactly the same way. They want to save people.
Right.
Anybody that I think has ever done that believes that what they believe in is better.
Pat, what's your passion? What would you like to? How would you like to? What knowledge would you like to spread to these uncontacted tribes?
Nothing.
Nothing.
No,
See, I like that. That's why I like you.
I don't want to tell anyone anything.
Yeah, this is true.
It's true.
That's true.
So this guy, he tried to go 2 other times.
Is that what it said?
Yeah,
The Diet Coke guy?
Yeah, he tried to go in 2024 with an inflatable kayak, but was stopped.
Wow.
And then he made another unsuccessful attempt in January of this year. And then he made it this time. Traveled through 22 miles of open sea in an inflatable boat with an engine.
Wow, that's pretty crazy.
And so he was arrested 2 days later.
Okay.
And they went through the footage on his GoPro, and I think they may have. I mean, I don't think it came out.
That's
the actual
unfortunate.
video.
I'd kind of like to see it.
I would
But this is all just for YouTube.
Is that what it says?
I mean,
He's doing this for YouTube.
I have to think so, right?
I'm actually
Why film it? He filmed a video on the shore.
Kyle,
why do that?
Could
I
you
don't know.
search his name
Wild.
and let's see how many like followers or YouTube he has? Because I'm curious.
But Kyle, you have to type his name in without copying and pasting it.
I'm always curious to see because I watch tons of trashy reality TV, and some of the worst people on the shows get the most followers.
Sure.
And a lot of fans who are like very positive with them. People hate follow them, but like you'll see somebody.
Hate follow.
Well, and I'm like, what is the appeal to following these people? And I'm always interested to see, like, after these stunts, does it work? Like, this guy is huge in the news right now because of this, but did it actually net him any, like, sort of?
See if you can go to
I'm
his
sure.
You
YouTube
think so,
channel.
right?
He's a YouTuber,
Right.
Yeah, it does say it is being
known for his
quantified.
outrageous travel stunts.
It is
Okay.
being quantified as he is a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think his channel's been taken down or something. Like Kyle's getting nothing
Ooh.
here.
Wow. There you go. See, don't do this, folks. You'll get your shit taken down and possibly pushed in.
So it was 2018 that they killed the what's it called when you go and
Missionary.
spread the word? The missionary.
The thing we've been talking about for 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been reading the article while
I
we're
know.
bantering.
It's helpful, actually.
I think this is him.
This is him?
He has 2,000 subscribers.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Dude,
he's only got like 7 videos.
But he's getting there. He's getting there.
He's getting there, yeah.
No, I'm kidding. What? Wait, does he have gazillions of views? This is insane what he's doing.
This is wild, dude.